Hey, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Software Testing. It's me, Daniel. Happy that you're here today. Today, I would like to talk about Agentic AI and what is this all about. You have seen it already in the title, and yeah, let's take a look at it. What is this all about? Hey, before we start with the main video, I would like to thank you the following companies for their support. They support me through the YouTube membership program that I created for companies who care about software testing and are active in supporting the testing community. Thank you once again. If you want to learn more about the supporters, check the video description down below to find the links to their products. If you miss your logo on this page, follow the QR code or send me an email. Happy testing, and now back to the main video. I bet you have heard it already in the news, right? So, what is Agentic AI? You have seen all the buzz going around on generative AI and systems like ChatGPT, Gemini, Llama, Claude, and other LLM systems on the market. It was a huge topic when it was launched in 2023, 2024. There was like the big hype of AI. You have seen it also on my channel. I covered various tools on Gen AI, but now entering 2025, the next big thing that's around the corner, and I bet you have heard it, I bet you have read about it, is Agentic AI. And I would like to give you a little introduction about the topic and how Agentic AI might influence software testing. So let's take a look. Gen AI already changed the way we worked in software testing and other industries. Maybe you're affected or not, depending on the industry, depending on the product. However, the majority of you, I bet, is using already systems like GitHub Copilot or other copilots in IDEs or in test case generation, test automation, script generation, and so forth and so forth. So it's already changing the way we're working in the industry itself. So Agentic AI is basically the next evolution, and it's called Agentic AI. Surprise, surprise, right? So it's the next step after Gen AI, it's Agentic AI. And with Agentic AI, it refers to AI systems that act with a degree of autonomy, trying to reach a specific goal or goals. So these systems can make decisions on their own. They take actions, they adapt to changing circumstances. So this is really high level, right? Sounds really nice and interesting, to be honest. The term agentic derives from the concept of an agent, and you might see the bug in my slides, but happens. So what are core characteristics of Agentic AI? Basically, there are four of them. The first one is Agentic AI is goal-oriented. So they are programmed or trained to pursue predefined objectives or optimize for specific outcomes. For example, to maximize efficiency, to solve problems or complete tasks. Yeah, so it's very first thing that you have to keep in mind when you talk or when you think about Agentic AI is it's goal-oriented. The second core characteristic is its autonomy. So these systems, they operate with minimal human intervention, making decisions and acting based on their programming inputs and data analysis. So what does it mean? So basically, if you have an agent or you have an Agentic AI system up and running, or you can play with it, you basically give the system, let's say, a prompt, a simple prompt. Download all my pictures from my favorite cloud storage system to my computer. You give that to a prompt, and then the agent moves on and is going to your cloud provider. Maybe you have to give the context, some credentials and stuff, but then the Agentic system is able to select all your images, click on the download button, put everything to your hard drive, as an example. So autonomy is really something, because Agentic systems, they can make their own decisions based on activities, based on the things that they have or should do. This third characteristic is the perception. Agentic AI systems perceive their environment through sensors, data feeds, or other input mechanisms. So they're enabling them to gather relevant information for decision making. So that means, as I said before, you entered a simple prompt to an Agentic AI system, and the system is making its own decision on its way while doing and while performing a task for you. And that's the biggest from my point of view, the biggest differentiation to a generative AI system, where you say, okay, you enter a prompt, it generates something for you. You refine the prompt, it generates something for you. So it's really like a conversation between you and a system. And here with Agentic AI, you give one prompt in best case, and then the system is so powerful and intelligent that is doing the rest for you. And last but not least, action is the fourth characteristic. So the systems interact with their environment by performing actions, whether it be in the physical world, like with robots, or in a digital domain, like automated trading algorithms or other AI systems. So this is also possible that an agentic AI system is interacting with another system, is feeding another, let's say, generative AI system with prompts, waiting for the response, changes its behavior, and then changing or like sending another prompt, for example. So that's what you have to keep in mind. Four characteristics: goal-oriented, autonomy, perception, and action. So what are examples basically of agentic AI? First example that's coming to my mind is autonomous vehicles. So you have seen it in the media, lots of the big brands out there working right now on self-driving cars that act as agent systems. So you enter your destination address, and then the car is doing everything on its own. So it's perceiving the road, it's planning the routes, it's avoiding obstacles, and to reach the destination basically. So that's one example. And we're in a good stage. Some manufacturers are better than others, but they learn from each other and to go on with those systems. Second example is virtual assistants, like advanced AI systems like advanced like Alexa, Google Assistant, or Siri, getting more and more into those virtual assistants. I mean, now in 2025, the biggest vendors on the mobile market, for example, they're already launching their flagship mobile devices with AI baked in, and AI is their latest trend or like unique selling point basically. You can do everything right now with AI, with virtual assistants. And those systems, they will be able to perform tasks for you, like scheduling your appointments or controlling the smart devices autonomously at home, or like making phone calls and stuff like that. So this is another example for agentic AI systems. The third one that I brought for you today is robotics. So industrial robots performing assembly tasks, or drones, for example, carrying delivery missions, are examples for agentic AI systems in action, basically. So if you have seen an assembly line, for example, for cars, again, they're robots, so they can act autonomously, see, okay, I need to put this and that, then there's the next step coming on, so you don't need to program them. They can make their own decision based on cameras and sensors, so they're interacting with their surrounding and can make their own decisions on that one. That's pretty interesting. And last but not least, game AI is also something like non-player characters, like in video games, that make decisions and adapt to player actions accordingly. This is also something where game AI or agentic AI system is coming into place. I would say we already have this in the gaming industry for more than, I don't know, years already, before agentic AI was a topic, because game AI or game engines were already like in place, but it was usually like programmed and hard-coded, like how let's say, character is moving in specific directions in a game on the field, but also acting on the input from the player. But now with agentic AI, this comes to a completely new standard, basically. So this is just like 4 examples. If you have other examples, or you work already with agentic AI systems, leave a comment down below. I would really love to hear from you. How are you dealing with agentic AI in your daily life, in your private life, in your work life with the systems? I'm really curious to read about it. So what are benefits of agentic AI? Well, again, efficiency. Well, you can automate tasks to reduce, again, the human workload. I mean, I have seen myself already efficiency improvement when I'm using Gen AI, for example. And I think with agents, it's reaching the next level, basically. So that's really cool. Scalability. Agentic systems can handle large-scale tasks that would be difficult for humans to manage manually, for example. So you can speed up things, do things in parallel with agents, combine the agents to perform complex tasks where you would need like more people and stuff like that. So that's something that's really cool. Adaptability. The system can respond to dynamic conditions, such as changing weather for a drone or shifting traffic patterns for a car. So they really, as I said before, they scan the environment and they make decisions based on the latest information they got. So simple task, or a simple example, also what have been done before, was already there before Agentic AI systems. Like in this example, is like changing weather conditions. For example, you're on a highway and like heavy rain is coming down, and then you have sensors on the road and says, okay, slow down, it's raining. It's just a simple example, but this is also a big benefit of Agentic AI systems, the adaptability. Let's take a look at risks and challenges, of course. Well, we have an alignment problem. So we need to ensure the AI goals with human intentions and values is critical from my point of view. So if we have misaligned objectives, that can lead to unintended and harmful outcomes. So biases, ethics is coming into place. So really have to be sure that the systems, or like the Agentic AI systems that have been trained on big data, LLM data, need to be like they have to have like ethical standards basically. Autonomy risks. So overly autonomous systems may act unpredictably or counterproductively in their decision making and isn't well constrained, like Terminator's coming. No, I hope not. But this kind of stuff, like you really have to think about like how autonomous these systems should be, because otherwise they can be dangerous for people, for human life. Who knows? Yeah. Then here's the ethical concern. So if you have issues around accountability, decision transparency, and social impact that need to be carefully considered, because otherwise you might end up a machine making a mistake, or like making the wrong decision based on the wrong ethical trained data, whatever wrong ethical means for you and for the system. So this is really something there what people or what companies have to take action on. And last but not least, I'm not sure if there's another one coming, is trust and verification. So ensuring the AI's action are reliable and do not overlook critical issues, right? It's similar like the hallucination factor on Gen AI, the trust factor. You really have to train and to train a lot the system, the Agentic AI system is called, before they can act completely autonomous. I'm not saying that we are there yet, we are just at the beginning, but who knows, in a couple of years when those systems act completely autonomous, trust and verification is a big topic. And last but not least, the complex setup is a topic. So implementing and maintaining an Agentic AI, for example, testing framework or general framework, requires initial investment and expertise for sure, right? You cannot just like get an LLM, run an agent, and then we have an agent system running. Now you really have to learn about the structure, the test, the data it has been trained on, to really like to eliminate basically the four example here is for the risk point of view. So that's important. So now let's come to another point, which is like how Agentic AI can help software testing. So well, Agentic AI can autonomously handle repetitive tasks, testing tasks such as test case creation, test execution. Let's go back for a second. And with can autonomously, maybe we could also replace and say might autonomously be able to handle those repetitive tasks, right? We have seen already test case creation, test execution on Gen AI side of things, but with Agentic AI, this can be like the next step for sure, to do like the complete test case generation for you or creation, and then based on that directly execute everything, document the results, create bug reports and stuff like that. So this might be a potential topic. They can analyze application behavior during runtime and autonomously identify anomalies, crashes or performance bottlenecks, which I think is really cool, especially to the runtime. So imagine you have like a large complex system and you just do your exploratory testing and you have an agent running next to you, and the system says, okay, you just did this and that, and it impacts the database in the background, for example. It gives you right away an information about a performance bottleneck, for example. That would be really cool. They might be able to analyze the user reaction data, like Agentic AI can prioritize then the testing areas of the software that users interact most frequently with. You have seen it also, I hope so, at least in a previous video that I've done for the product from Catalan. Catalan did like a really cool job where you can enter like let's say like a test tracking system to your product, and based on the user interaction with the product, it tracks the click actions and the user journeys, and based on that the test cases and the test execution, the test scripts will be generated. And that's the same thing. If you put an agentic AI system in the back on your application, it can analyze the user behavior and then can directly create test cases, test scripts, test automation, stuff like that. That will be really cool. You will save a lot of time. Agentic AI can explore software functionality and workflows exhaustively, achieving higher test coverage than manual methods. I mean, it's a similar thing that we are trying to achieve with test automation by executing test scripts again. But with agentic AI systems, you might have more. I think you might have more possibilities on more flexible way of testing. The system can react on the inputs, can react on the system behavior, give you more information, different information right at your fingertips while you perform, for example, exploratory testing. And last but not least, it can predict potential problem areas in the software by learning from the historical data, helping testers to focus on more vulnerable aspects. That's what I meant before, like when you do exploratory testing and the agentic AI analyzes basically the runtime of the application and gives you right to your fingertips information about potential bottlenecks, problems. The same thing as here. It can use historical data. Let's imagine you sit on a ton of test data, log files, for example, and it can help you say, okay, look, I saw some really weird stuff in the log files or in the database, in the crashes, for example. Take a look at feature X, Y, Z, and then guiding testers to focus on other areas that might be worth checking manually. That would be really cool, to be honest. And here are some example use cases for software testing. First of all, web applications for sure. Agentic AI can autonomously test user flows, ensuring consistent functionality across browsers and devices. It's an easy one. Same thing for mobile apps, right? So it can explore app features, detect crashes, evaluate the performance under various conditions like poor network connectivity. You have to put in the agent into your product, and then it can analyze all kinds of things. And in this example, it's just web and app, but it could be the same thing for IoT devices and stuff like that. Security testing might be a topic where agentic systems can help because they can simulate cyber attacks, they can test for vulnerability exploits, and they can just suggest mitigations. That's also something that I could see on that side. It's just my point of view where I see agentic AI to be use cases and useful for software testing. So I think that it can really like fire security commands to a system, and based on the system response, it can change its attacks and to perform more actions there as well. As said it before, game testing, agentic AI can simulate player behavior, finding bugs in gameplay mechanisms or physics engines would be also something worth checking. And if you would like to see some some agents in action, I highly recommend you to check out Anthropic's computer use, which is in beta right now, so you can build on your agent as well. And also AskUI, which is also a really cool agent up and running, where you can basically fire commands or develop your own agent system for your system to test across various platforms, systems and products. So if you check them out, have fun. And last but not least, I can only say, what do you think about agentic AI? I know this was just a really brief introduction about what agentic AI is, and I'm by no means an expert in this topic, right? I did some research, I read some articles, I listened to some podcasts, and I compiled the slides for you because I think it's a really important topic for you as software testers to dig into. If you're already using Gen AI at your daily life as a software tester, I also recommend you to take the next action or the next step to learn about agentic AI, to get familiar with tools that are out there already and see how they can help you. And as I said before, leave me a comment down below in case you are working already with agentic systems, or you at least think about these systems. And also, if you're not working with them, let me know what you think about this trend right now. As always, like it, share, subscribe it. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.